Hello and welcome back. I'm doing a small video today because I've seen so many people confused with the housing update and I've got a pretty good grasp on what I'm doing. I'm not gonna say I know everything because I certainly don't. But I feel like this could help some people out. So I'm recording this. I'm not scripting it. It's just gonna be, we're free bowling. And we are just going to try to make a little guide to help everybody with all of their dailies. Because I've just seen so many posts lately and people telling me that they've really been struggling, and I don't know. I just wanted to make a guide. I don't normally make guides for Nikki. I don't normally do any Nikki content. I just play by myself and I post screenshots of my galley on Tumblr. But anyways, so this is the home island. If you're not familiar with it, it came in the housing update that was added in 1.9. And, we get given this house by, some mysterious man and the seer. You can get here by your boat. You don't have to take the boat each time. You can just teleport here using the map the same way you get into the Sea of Stars. But yeah, so pretty much there is 5 abilities at the moment that we can do, which is construction, planting, star collecting, fish keeping, and animal inviting. So I'm going to go over all of them briefly. So the first kind of task you want to do, I would say, is collecting stuff from your tree. Once you've ran through the quests, they don't give you much guidance apart from that. So first thing is the tree. You just need to hit it a couple times and the stars just kind of fall out and you get astrolites every day. So we're going to cover the store quickly. This is Posy. She sells you stuff, and so there's a couple different things she does. So Yardling purchase. So this is where she will buy stuff. She will pay more for certain things. It changes every week. And you've got a limit. I first thought it was 20,000. It appears to be 200,000. So you can make quite a bit of money every week, but it's not money like it's not blings that you can use for your clothes or anything. It's just for the housing stuff. So you can't use this money anywhere else. So, so pretty much you can sell anything you can make and anything you can collect. I've just been selling duplicate furnitures I make. It says I only have one, but it's, I don't understand completely. I sell these trees. Like, I'm not going to use that. Sell it. Anyways, so that's that there. You can sell anything. It makes money. Pretty simple stuff. Then the next thing she has is the Yardling shop. And so the more you unlock and learn, the more kind of blueprints you can buy. But so these, you're not actually buying the furniture, you're buying blueprints. So these are sketches, so once you buy them, you can craft them at the crafting bench, and we'll go over that in the construction part of the video. You can also buy ability items here, which again, as you level up your abilities, you will unlock more things to do, but at the moment it's quite basic. You can also get some plants from gathering in the world. I've not had much luck with it, and I'm mostly just trying to grow these so that I can make more furniture. But, again, I believe you can do fish, but I've just been doing ones that are kind of unique to the fish, like in here. So I'm not 100% sure. And this is where you buy the animal cookies. And then there's, of course, expanding your ground. So if you want to get a bigger house area to build in, that sort of stuff, then you've got these are blueprints, these volumes here, so you can when you buy these, you can go take photos in the world to get more sketches to craft more furniture. So that's kind of how that works. And then there's the dyes here too, and there's a couple other things that you can get in here. So, and it's all used with that astrolite, which is the stuff you get from Posy by selling in the Yardling purchase. Home journal, to be honest, I've not looked at anything there. Oh, you can see the likes. Well, that's nice. I don't really care. Oh, okay, cool. There you go. There's apparently astrolite rewards you can get in here too. I've just discovered that as well. So that's great to know. It could be a good source of money if you've not been engaging at all with any of that. They seem to be similar to achievements. But that's good to know. So many stores. No wonder people get confused, okay? My goodness, I was not expecting to find something new while I was recording a tutorial. That's embarrassing. Anyways, I digress. And then the last one is home abilities. So you have to unlock these as you go, and you're probably wondering, how do I unlock them? And so you unlock them by going along here. There should be... so you can click on each reward. And so to unlock a thing, you need an ability permit. And once you've unlocked them, you can level them up by clicking on them here. And you can see you can upgrade them. So you need home insight, which you can have 100 a day, which you get from doing stuff around the house. And you also need the astrolites, which is the currency from this area. I'm probably saying that wrong. I was like, I'm probably saying that right. No, I'm not. I'm not saying anything right. So you can do that. And you can kind of read what all of these do. I'm not too bothered. And as you sort of level up the things, I'm pretty sure they get more abilities. So you can see this one, we get the spring planting. But yeah, so that is that. So that's kind of that there. And then the last thing is this one up here. So this is normally your battle pass kind of thing. And there appears to be a separate kind of battle pass for the home. So I don't know how to access it when you're not in the home area. So pretty much the way this works is you can get double the stones if you put in 680 stellarites, and you also get this statue and a sketch to make this statue. And if you fill up, if you get 6,000 points in the whole patch, you get your 680 stellarites back, and then you can buy it again next time. That's kind of how these battle passes usually work. So it's just kind of money permanently locked into this, but yeah. And so it works very similar to the Mirror Journey. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. And you get points. You get double the points if you've got the pact. So that normally would have given me 120, but I actually got 240. And it refreshes every week at the same time. Your normal Mirror Journey refreshes, and you can only get a limit of 2,000 a week. You need 6,000 total for that. So I've only been doing this for about 1 week, and I've already got over half. So I don't think it's going to be too tricky to get. And this is the Dreamland store. I am assuming that these are going to change every month. As you can see, we've got current featured. So I'm assuming there'll be a new set of featured items next month, but I don't know. Well, next month, next patch. And that's just kind of how I'm assuming how it's going to work. But that's all the stores that I know of so far. I will say too, you can also purchase items directly from your pockets. So we're going to start with construction, which I have on... Oh golly gosh, I actually don't have that on a thing. I just got to change it. There we go, construction. Save. You can customize it like to... Excuse me? Oh my goodness. I'm always so bad at changing my ability slots. So there we go. So with construction, it's pretty simple, really. You can edit a piece, so that's, again, moving stuff around, doing that sort of stuff. You can place pieces, so you do B, and you can see that's the preset. You can go through here. There's preset furnitures as well, and also your preset brushes and stuff like that. And then in here, you've got your production stuff. So this is where your fish ponds and your planting plots are. I originally, when I was doing my fish, I was like, what, where are all my fish ponds? But no, they actually look quite similar to the garden plants. I thought my fish ponds were just garden plots. And again, just remember, I feel like it's quite important that there's stuff along the side and there's also stuff along the top. And you can kind of just go through here and you can see all the stuff you have. It's not going to show you stuff you don't have. And pretty much you just click on it and you can place it down. We'll put this owl guy out here just to... He's kind of cute, isn't he? So you can see up the top too, there's a load feature. So that means you can only put a certain amount of items down. Everything you place down increases your load. It works quite similar to Genshin Impact if you've played Genshin Impact. Different things have a different load, and if it works exactly the same to Genshin, you will have less load placing, let's say, 100 of the exact same item versus 20 of different items because it's only having to load that same model. I'm not 100% sure, but when you are placing things, you can see this is worth 50 load, but that owl painting was worth like 300 because it's moving. So that's something to keep in note, that the basic stuff is probably not going to cost you as much load, but see something like this, which is like it scatters pollen, it's rainbow, like it's worth 1,206 loads. So you can place literally all 6 of these. They're not as detailed, but they don't take up as much load. So that's something to keep in mind if you're trying to build a very intensive kind of thing. You will be limited. You probably won't be able to build as much as what you want to do. There are templates that you can use. I have not used them. Interesting. I don't think that... Is it F10? I don't know. But you can load templates. This is all your kind of settings, all that sort of stuff. You can play around with that, but that's kind of the basics there. Is personally, I'm just going to be leaving my house pretty basic and just focusing on working through collecting stuff at the moment, and I'll probably build stuff once I kind of get more furniture crafted. I don't personally want to rush and try to build everything because this kind of game is designed on FOMO, so they're going to pressure you to spend your coins, your stellarites, your gems crafting when you really don't need to. You can just... I would recommend picking a day of the week, maybe, that you do your building and you craft your furniture throughout the week and you go about your work and all that sort of stuff, your daily life, and then you craft maybe and you like do your building and updates to your house on the weekend, but you live your life and spend how you want to. But this is the crafting pretty much. It's pretty simple. You craft. Most of the stuff uses flowers that you grow. And you can see what they need there. And again, as I mentioned slightly briefly earlier, you can buy those packs, which allow you to take photos. And then you can also buy recipes from Posy. I've not even actually looked in these rooms. That's how little I've done with the housing. Like, I really don't care what my house looks like. So I do apologize for that. Next up is gardening on my list. So that's not my gardening button. It's number 7. So, gardening works fairly simply. So pretty much what you would do is you can collect. I'm just going to pick up 2 because I don't actually want to buy that many plants. So pretty much the way this works is you can see down the bottom, next to my Nikki's jump button, T will switch the type of plant you are growing. So you can see here that I have some daisy seeds that I've got from the world. And these are the seeds that you use for crafting. I'm assuming once you level up more, you'll be able to pick what type of plant you want to grow, but I think for now it's just random. And so they're not very expensive, but you do have to buy them. And so when you go to plant them, you You can see you have to purchase them, so I'm just going to buy 2 there. And so you can see you can plant them by using right click and just using the abilities normal. I'm not 100% sure what that is on mobile, so I do apologize, but you can see how my little ability down the bottom right has like an R. So that is the spring planting ability. So if you press that,
it's like the
she just does that.
across the land. And before we
You
knew
don't
it,
need
the
to,
seeds
and
had
that's what you
settled
need
into
for
their new
your
home.
battle pass. And then you pretty much just water your plants just by right clicking on them, and they will grow. And same kind of deal with the bigger plants. Some trees can only grow in certain things, so like a wolf fruit, like you need a big tree, or the button cones grow here. So obviously if it's a little looking plant, it goes in the little one. If it's a big looking plant, it goes in the big one. Just from exploring Mirrorland, you should probably have a rough idea of your size of your plants. Next up on the list is star collecting. I've actually already collected my stars for today, but I would say this is probably the simplest of all the abilities. You put it on, you use it, and big beams of light will come down from the sky. You walk over to it and you collect it, and once the little bar is empty, you found all the meteorites on your area. That's it for the day. And they respawn tomorrow. At the same time, your dailies will reset, which is a great time. And if you do have one that gets stuck in a tree, I've been told that relogging your game, logging in and out, will reset the positions of the meteorites. So hopefully that one will get a better spawn next time. So that's a little trick for you. I've not tested it myself. I usually just go, I can't be bothered, but there you go. Next up is fish keeping. It works quite similar to the planting, but with fish. So again, you can press T, and I'm assuming there's automatic Momo fishing, which is needed for the battle pass. I haven't quite unlocked it yet, but again, I'm assuming similar to with the spring ability over here, it will be on R, and you'll be able to press the whatever button it tells you down there, and you can plant the items that you need. Well, put them in there. And so pretty much, what button is my fishing on? There we go. So there's not much you can actually do with the fish once they're in here, apart from actually catch them. So you just pretty much, I'll go over here and catch my other ones. They don't need to be on flat ground. As you can see, my fishing thing's very kind of, you know, it's a little janky. Let's just put that. So you just catch it like a normal fish. Just like that.
Wow, what a haul. Classic Nikki.
Oh, wow.
Fish is
beautiful.
No match for you.
We got a fish. Thank you, Momo. And then you go back to your fishing ability, and you can pick your fish. Again, I'm pretty sure you can fish them up, but you can also purchase them. And if you don't have them, you just, again, it prompts you to purchase, and that's just your astrolites, and you just do that. And then, of course, you can click again to feed them, to speed them up. But again, I just kind of recommend checking once a day. I will say too, you can get different feed for different fish that will undoubtedly make it go faster. But again, if you're just a free to play, you're probably just going to be using the basic kind of fish, because you know, are you going to be checking your fish in 3 hours again? I mean, maybe, but I know I'm not going to be logging on again in 2 hours. So I'm going to be logging on in like 8 to 10 hours. So I'm not too bothered by the type of food my fish eat. But there you go. That is important to note, that you can indeed do that. And lastly, for the skills, we have animal inviting. So
There's still space in the animal guest room. Now, who do you
Is
think will be
there?
our next lucky visitor?
we have space in the animal guest room. Oh, we do. Look at that. Wonderful. So pretty much the way this works is you put food in it and you get resources. You don't actually need to feed the animals to get the animal insight. So this is probably the easiest one to get because you don't need to spend any astrolites to do this. I mean, you do if you want the resources, but if you just want the home insight, you don't need to feed them. You just come in here and you pet them every day, and it's just like petting them out in the world. You get the exact right items, but we want to obviously see how we get these animals here, I am sure. So we're gonna go over to let's go to Flora Wish, and let's I think there's where are they? Do you think I know there's like a squirrel over here. You know, we're just gonna go here. And we're gonna go find like a squirrel or a bunny or something. And we're gonna go deal with that. I hope this helps someone. I've just seen so many people struggling. And I feel like I've probably missed some stuff. But I feel like having just a basic overview that will get you started is that's kind of where I want to be. Like, is it a comprehensive guide? No, it's not. But I want to be able to get you to at least where I'm at, to where you can, you know, be getting your insight every day, and you can then kind of explore more and go into further depth on how to do things. That's kind of my goal, if you will. So this ability took me a little bit to work out, actually. So you need to start with your animal grooming ability. It doesn't matter what one you have. If you have the snippy scissors from the that one banner, or if you have the fairy wings magical animal gathering, or just the basic. But you need to start with a groomed animal, not like, you know, you have to pet them. I really don't like it. It's called grooming because it just seems, you know, in context it seems a little weird, but that's okay. We're gonna go groom our animals, make them feel special. Okay, I really don't think that's helping, but I digress. I know there's a rabbit or a squirrel around here somewhere. I think it's the other way. The rabbits are the other way, aren't they? I know what you're saying too. Nooblet, why don't you just track them? I don't need to. There they are. I told you there was some around here. Oh no, that's... Shh, that's a grasshopper. There is some rabbits around here. Okay, so we're just gonna pet them. Great. They've been petted, so they're happy. They're not going to run away from you now. Then you put on your animal grooming, animal inviting outfit, and you listen. Oh, jeez. It was, oh god, it was this. There you go. But it's different for every animal. So they do it based off what they sound like. So let's go over here to the little birdie. And I'll just kind of show you. So again, you just kind of got to listen to what they do. If you mess up, I messed up 3 times when I first did one. But yeah, it's just kind of, you just kind of keep on going till you get it. Obviously, there's so many animals around. I think there's some animals you can't invite. I think the bibcoon is one of them, which is kind of a shame. because they're pretty cute, and I do like little raccoons, and the event this time's all about them, so it's kind of a shame that we can't have one at our house. But anyways, while we're here though, I bet you there's something in the noise room. Here we go. Woven banner. Perfect. So you can see how this decor catalog thing has popped up for me. Where is it? Where is it? It's around here somewhere. There we go. Right there. So this is back on constructing. So I do apologize for this. So you just go into photo mode. Nikki, photo mode, please. You're embarrassing me. Why you don't want to take a photo right now, girlfriend? Thank you. There we go. You just kind of zoom out, like with your dailies when you get to take a photo with. You just take a photo. You don't have to keep it. That's actually kind of a cute photo though, so I'm going to not worry about it. So you can just delete it if you want to. But it goes into your catalog, and now you can craft that at the crafting bench. But let's go home now. And we are going to go back to Oddity, which is my island name. It's what I call my Animal Crossing island, because I'm OddNooblet and, you know, Oddity. Anyways, it makes sense to me. But yeah. So you just go back, and then you go back to your house, and then you just put the creatures in there. But I will show you briefly how to do that. Also, oh my goodness, I apologize if any of my normal viewers are watching and they're like, what the fuck is this tutorial? Like, they're like, where is this? I'm going to post this on top of other stuff. So here we go. Small Animal Lodge. Can I invite people, please? Here we go. Perfect. Bun Bun. Come here. So these are all the ones you can invite. Oh, I didn't know you could invite the... Oh, that's cool. You can invite those swans, and you can also invite the stuff from the Ink Island. That's cool. Anyways, we're just going to invite the bunny. They get a little arrival thing. Oh, it's so cute. Yeah, you can just skip it down the bottom.
My animal friend, right this way.
And now they're just in your house, and you can have up to... You can have up to 5 in the Small Animal Lodge, and again, you just use the constructing ability. There's larger lodges for larger creatures, and yeah, that's about that for the abilities. There is one more little thing I did want to cover quickly. So this here is where you go visit random people's islands that you don't know. That table over there is where you go visit friends' islands if you have any. I don't have many. I've got 3. But I'm not ever that sociable. But pretty much we are going to go. Let's go to Gabby's island. Beautiful. Gabby looks like she's done some work. Yeah. She's certainly done more work than me because she's taken a photo and she's placed something. So, she's well ahead of me. So this is Gabby's island. Oh, she's done a couple things. Oh, heck yeah. Look at that. This is actually quite cool. I'm curious. Can we use props on other people's islands? We're going to find this out together, my friends. Oh, you can? Oh, that's cool. Look at that. There you go. So you can use other people's props on their islands if they have placed them down. Very neat. Love to see it. And I'm going to test this quickly here myself. I believe this is how you like an island. Yeah, there we go. So I've spent a bunch of time trying to work out how to do it, but pretty much you just come stand on this heart and you pop. And you can lag an island multiple times in a day. Well, only once a day, but you can lag the same island a couple times. I haven't quite worked out how to get home, but if you like someone's house, you can copy their scheme and you can place it down. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, this is Gabby's island. Looking cute, queen. I actually really like what she's done. This is quite sweet. This is quite nice, and it's much better. I should have tidied up before recording, but I was just like, girl, I need to record. Also, this is where you send presents to your friends and receive presents, but I've not been doing that because I don't really care. I mean, I do care, but I don't care enough. Listen, I'm selling my stuff to make money. So if you are one of my 3 friends watching this, I apologize, but I need the money. You know what I mean? Much love. Much love. But yeah, so that's pretty much about it. That's the main things I wanted to cover because, again, you can see this is on the Battle Pass, so people don't really know how to be doing that. Again, so we covered all these things pretty much. I didn't specifically show off the Momo fishing ability, but I'm about 99.9% sure it works exactly the same to the spring planting. Yeah. Again, if you're not quite sure, where the item is, because when you look here, right, you're like, oh, spring planting, what the hell is that? The spring sowing ability. But they've sorted these into the different skills. So you know that's a planting thing. So if you're unsure about where you need to go, you're there. And you always come back to Posy over here. And you just go to your abilities. And then your ability levels. And you just click on the one. So we know it's planting. And so you can see in here, it should tell you. See, it just says ability fusion. So you're not quite sure, but if you just go to view, it'll give you more details. And it says spring sowing. And so we can see here, Momo fishing. Who would have thought? So there you go. So that's kind of where that is. You can keep on leveling these up. They don't seem like amazing rewards, but they're about, honestly, what I'd expect. There's some blueprints to make. There's a couple of, not many, gems to wish for. But it's, it's pretty basic. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. The max seems to be 15. You can get 100 inside a day. I hope that helped. I just want to help you girlies do your dailies, or you guys. Love and appreciate you all. I don't know. Also, I hope none of my regulars who don't play Nikki watched this and was like, what the hell is this? But this is a tutorial. It's probably not for you if you don't play Nikki. If it is, if you watch this and you're one of my regulars and you're like, dang, that looks fun. I don't know, hit me up, babes. I can have more than 3 friends. I will say too, quickly, before I go, you can actually speed up your crafting. This is where you collect your crafting team, by the way. Just like that. You can do collect all. You can increase the speed of which something crafts. But just by accelerate here. But see, it costs astrolites. And it's a waste. It's a waste of money. As far as I'm concerned. You can also craft dyes and other such things here too. Anyways, I digress. It's kind of funny because I was just talking about dyes. Anyways, I'm sorry, I'm going now. But thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you've got a bit more of an understanding of the housing systems. I'm sorry this was kind of a long and ranty video, but I wanted to kind of cover everything to the best I could because so many people have been struggling with it. So I hope I was able to help someone with that. But anyways, thank you guys so very much for watching. You can add me if you'd like. Just let me know your name, because I'll see it and I'll be like, who is this? Who is this? Just put a comment down and be like, oh my god, girl, I'm adding you. And I'll be like, okay, great, thanks. Anyways, thank you guys so very much. And I will talk to you all next time. Maybe if you're a Nikki galley, stick around and, I don't know, check out some of my other stuff. I have a lot of fun. Not very Nikki related games, but we have a good old time. Anyways, I'll talk to you all next time. Bye bye!